Uh, I want to just make a video straight up about how freaking I think somehow the freaking Pokemon game is related to the sky entities. I know this sounds like batshit crazy, fucking totally lost your damn mind, but check this out, dude. The other day we seen all kinds of seagulls flying. We're like right up here, okay? We all seen them. There was a bunch of them. And then all of a sudden they just disappeared. They were just gone, disappeared. Out of the sky. So I keep seeing seagulls flying too this way. Like they're all flying this way right now. I mean, I'm not sure if those are, at this point, are these actually seagulls? Like, look, you can see them flying right here. Or is that a freaking Matrix computer program like the cats, man, where you see the cats go by once, then you see them go by again, and you're like, oh shit, they just rerouted freaking society, or they just rerouted reality, and they changed something. I seen that happen for real, and there was 3 people. So it's like, look, that's those lying signs and wonders, man. They're gonna be here now, like really heavy, which means like they're gonna play eye tricks where you're not going to be able to believe everything that you do see. You know what I'm saying? There will be weirdness, like heavy weirdness, like stuff that doesn't make any sense. And it's going to be, it's part of the weapons of the bad guys right now, is they just get to play fucking mind games with you without, they're going to have floating Virgin Marys in the sky, floating Jesuses, floating Muhammad's, Pokemons are in the church, dude, down the street. It's like you walk by the churches, Pokemons are in there, and you get upgrades and shit. Let me think. The dude who was playing, what's funny is he said he was sitting here, and the spirit, it's a character on the game, but it's an actual real freaking spirit. It's called the Gyarados, and what the Gyarados is like this giant, long, water, serpent, snake, dragon thing. And we've been seeing this, catching pictures of this thing in the sky. You know what I'm saying, around here. I've seen the giant crocodile, the snakes, giant birds. I've seen angels and demon looking things, like medieval paintings of like Dante's Inferno, shit like that. I seen a giant guy in a fucking robe with the hood on and with his arms spread out wide, all these crazy dome rainbows, fire, the sky looked like fire, you know what I'm saying, giant octopus looking thing, and I seen the sun turn into a giant serpent, which this is a real deity that all China worshipped it. They called it the sun dragon. Egypt worshipped it. It was a sun dragon. It was the like light, the energy of the sun basically is kind of revered as which is just, that's kind of a form of, that's just nature worship. They're worshiping like nature, so it's just a real high elaborate form of paganism, man. Sun worship, and same thing with the sun serpent down in South America. India, they got serpentine rulers, you know what I'm saying? And the same thing across the planet. You got these crazy sun serpent cults, and I've seen these things fly, look, in the sky, and I got videos of it. So it's like, look, you can argue with me if you want and be like, oh, that doesn't look like a snake to me. I think you're just on too much peyote, buddy. I mean, hey, that's your right to think that if you want. I've seen a storm. I had a time lapse, and a giant fucking snake, like it was hanging with its head down and its mouth open like this, went floating by the house right down the street here. I'm just telling you, man, listen, I'm not exaggerating. I know I got a good imagination type mind, artistic, creative mind. I got yes, that is the way I am. But look, that doesn't mean what I'm telling you isn't like spot on too. At a lot of times where it's like, yeah, I've seen enough, and I've seen enough of it consistently. You know what I'm saying? So, and I don't know exactly what to think of it. Sometimes I'm on a fake it till you make it. Look, there's a plane that's real low right there, and I'm wondering if that is just a fucking holographic projection. You can see a big chemtrail right here. Look, and it just went behind a cloud and disappeared. Wait, hold up. Please disappear. Nope. If I'd have caught that shit on camera, like where it just phased out and disappeared, I'd have been just like so happy. But anyway, this whole Pokemon thing is weird, man. It is really weird. Like literally, it's like what's so crazy about it where they say it is augmented reality. Just like listen, the dude, and when I was with the dude, he had another water Pokemon evolve, which was a good one, where it's like it basically looks like the Loch Ness monster in a way. You know what I'm saying? It's similar to the Loch Ness monster style, but it's got a shorter neck. But these water serpentine spirits, and then you look in the Bible, there's all these spirits, man, fucking as well, like or in these. See the spirit. There's spirits behind these statues and these idols and these different weird esoteric religions. There is real demons and spirits that are working amongst their system of worship and ritual. You know what I'm saying? And in the Bible even says like it says there's such a thing as Leviathan. You know what I'm saying? So when you're looking at these video games, they're channeling these spirits from the Bible, like Behemoth. Don't know what that is neither, but and the dragon is mentioned as well. You know what I'm saying? So that game's got all these creatures on it, and I'm actually seeing them manifest in the fucking sky in like weird, complex way. I seen this. I was looking at the fucking entities because I can spot them out now. They kind of look like the game Metroid. They look like Metroids, and they're fucking transparent, but you still fucking spot them out. It's weird, man. They got like the look. They're chameleons. They look like the Predator. And they explode. I've seen one bust and it turned into a freaking heart. I'm not fucking lying to you. It was insane. One of the craziest things I've ever seen. So, and I think to some extent these things are putting off this psychic freaking projection, and they're fucking making strange things manifest in the sky, in the clouds, and in shadow and light, and in void and being filled. And these Birkeland currents as well, when you look at them like this in a 360 on certain days, it does look as if the black snake or the white snake is coiled around the area. I've literally seen that, where it was like a big coil above us, like a big dome with different fucking lines going up, where it's like this. And I call that a serpent coil. And then look, you'll see particular clouds, and I'm like, man, it looks like that cloud right there, it's hot or something, and there's plasma in it, and this thing is incubating these little spheres. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe a bunch of these things clump together, and it draws in a big cloud, and then it turns into what you look like an ionized cloud. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, I'm not sure. Snake eggs is also what I first call them. Sky spirits, the snakes. But I've seen birds too. Birds and snakes do lay eggs, and so do all serpents. So it would make sense that some of these things up there are they kind of take on the appearance of an egg. And I called them at first Pokemon balls. And I wasn't even aware of how complicated this shit really was. Like, are these where the Pokemons are at? Are they shooting up some kind of freaking weird algorithm into the sky and causing pictures to manifest in the clouds? I mean, that's a potentiality. I seen Hillary Clinton's bust profile go floating by in the sky one day. I mean, and she was here in town, and that church with the Pokemon balls is down the freaking street. Like the ones in on the phone, you can go get them there. But I'm wondering if there is not some kind of fucking D-Wave communications going on with the satellites above the churches and above these areas here. And somehow, and all the players are changing some kind of geospatial weird algorithm effect that somehow really affects the environment somehow. Like, look, once again, it says there's a Bible verse. It's like, whatever you loose on earth shall loose in heaven, right? So if these people are out here opening these what I call Pokemon portals, which is like some kind of multi-dimensional D-Wave algorithm that I don't know how it works. I just know it's something really freaking crazy like that. Like on X-Files, there was an episode where they were putting these fucking weird meters in the cable box. And what's weird is I had weird people come put meters in a few times recently too. But anyway, somehow this little thing would overtake the TV signal, and somehow it would flash like 76 times, like in between like milliseconds, and it somehow could like it would make people go fucking insane, in other words. And it was basically triggering people into weird shit. And once again, that's weird that Hillary Clinton has got epilepsy, which is very maybe that's probably why she has epilepsy, is because they've been hitting her with flash in the MK Ultra. You know what I'm saying? They've been hitting her with like, watch that movie, The Manchurian Candidate, with Denzel Washington. Look, the woman in the movie looks like it's Hillary Clinton. And what's crazy also is that Donald Trump went to the same church with the Pokemon at it. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, this is the Pokemon Mafia conspiracy, like Skynet, AI, Terminator, database network, algorithm, fucking profile, dossier. But anyway, yeah, it's like, so the stuff is kind of like, look, there's that's a vague political connection, but you know what I mean? Something really sinister and weird and fucking just really strange is going on right now with all this these electromagnetic fucking forces, man, at work, man, around us all the time. It's like there's this, we are in a new age of electromagnetic weirdness, because and it's like somehow they're manipulating it, but also it's potential that, look, the universe or something, the sun cycle is weird, so it was gonna happen anyway. But you know what I'm saying? It's not helping what they're doing with it now, man. It's really weirding things out, and maybe that is the whole was the whole purpose all along, is to make the whole environment holograph compatible, and literally they can just, you could really mystify people with some weirdness if that's really true. Like at any time, anywhere, holograms beam down from space, you couldn't tell the difference. You know what I'm saying? You could use that in many freaking weird and crazy and weird, diabolical and sadomasochistic ways. And that's what these people really like to do. And it's not just the people, even though you know of people with them sick type of appetites. But look, there's demon entities as well, man. Like, look, so somehow these things are involved with all this electromagnetic frequency shit. Like, because every time I see weird, like in volcanoes, I always see them. In storms, I can see them sometimes. In the clouds, I definitely see these things. I seen them. You seen the demon come out of the fucking 9/11, and I heard there was a frequency weapon used there. So I mean, I think for somehow frequencies are a conduit for these things to manifest, and but it's like they're not. It's weird, man. They're ethereal and shapeshifters, man. And it's like I don't understand really what they are yet. Like plasma is even the fourth state of matter. So maybe this is a fifth state of matter that we're unaware of at this point.